Before you sleep, talk to God. Healing prayer for the anxious heart. Lord, tonight, before I close my eyes, I just want to sit with you, not with a list of requests or complaints, not even with words I fully understand, but with a heart that remembers who you are. In the stillness of this night, I come to you first, not last, not when the noise of the world finally fades or when the distractions wear off, but now, right now, because you deserve the first breath of my praise before I fall asleep. You are my peace in the chaos, my steady in the storm, and even when my mind is racing and my heart feels heavy, you remain unchanged, faithful, present, holy. How can I not thank you, Lord, when it's you who carried me through another day I didn't think I'd survive, when it's you who healed what no one else saw was broken, when it's you who held me when my own strength ran dry. Father, I admit that some nights are harder than others. Some nights worry wraps itself around me like a blanket. Anxieties whisper their lies when everything else grows quiet. Thoughts spiral. Fears rise. But even in that place, you are near. I don't have to fix everything before I come to you. I just have to come, and tonight I do. With trembling hands and tired eyes, I bring you my thanks. Thank you for the breath in my lungs, for the roof over my head, for the unseen battles you fought on my behalf today. Thank you for forgiving me when I was impatient, when I doubted, when I forgot how deep your love runs. Thank you for walking with me through every uncertain step. You are good, Lord, not just when life is easy, but especially when it's not. I want to give you the last word over my day. Not the news, not the fear, not the weight of what tomorrow may bring. You alone are worthy of my final thoughts, my last whispered prayer, my surrendered heart. Speak over me tonight, Lord. Quiet my soul. Heal what's aching. Guard my mind, and teach me, again, to rest in you. Because you are not only the God who created the morning, you are the keeper of the night, and I trust you even now. Father, there's something sacred about ending the day with you. When the lights are off and the world quiets down, it's just you and me. No pretending, no rushing. Just real moments with the one who knows me best. And in these moments I remember to thank you, not just out of routine or duty, but because you deserve it. Because when I look back on the day, even the hard parts, I can still trace your hand in all of it. Some days, Lord, I get distracted. I let worries take the lead. I give my thoughts to things that don't deserve the space. But at night, you gently call me back. You remind me to come first to you, to not let my head hit the pillow before my heart kneels in gratitude. You don't need grand words or perfect prayers. You just want my attention, my honesty, my trust. And when I thank you first, something shifts inside me. The heaviness starts to lift. The fear loosens its grip. I remember that I'm not carrying the day alone. You were in every moment. The ones I celebrated and the ones that crushed me a little. You stood beside me when I smiled and when I almost gave up. How could I not thank you for that? You've never failed me, Lord. Not once. Even in the silence. Even in the waiting. Your faithfulness is not tied to how I feel. It's who you are. So when I come to you tonight, I'm not just checking in. I'm bowing before the King who held the universe together today and still made time to care for me. That kind of love humbles me. That kind of love deserves my praise first, not after everything else is done, not when it's convenient, but always, and especially at the end of the day. So here I am, thanking you. Before the worries speak up, before the tiredness pulls me under, before the doubts get loud again, I come to you first. Because when I do, peace follows. Not the kind the world gives, but the kind that settles deep and stays even when life doesn't make sense. Lord, I need that peace now. Not just for tonight, but for the places in me that still wrestle with things I can't fix. I bring you my anxious heart, my restless mind, my tired soul. I bring you the thoughts that won't stop running, the questions I don't have answers for, the fears that creep in when the world grows quiet. You know them all already, and still you welcome me. I confess that sometimes I hold on to things too tightly. I replay conversations. I worry about outcomes. I brace myself for bad news that hasn't even come. But you never ask me to carry all that. You simply ask me to come to you, to cast my cares, to bring my burdens, to lay them at your feet. And that's what I'm doing now. Because you didn't create me to live in fear. You didn't design me to walk through life afraid of the next turn. You made me for freedom, for trust, for peace. You are the God who speaks to storms and calms them with a word. The one who tells the winds when to rest. If you can do that, I know you can calm my heart too. So tonight, I'm letting go. I'm not going to pretend I have it all under control. I'm not going to act like I don't need help. I do, desperately. And I know you're not surprised by that. You don't shame me for my weakness. You meet me in it. You don't turn away from my mess. You step into it with grace. You don't require perfection. You ask for surrender. So I surrender. I let go of what I can't control. I lay down the weight I wasn't meant to carry. I open my hands and invite you in. Into the fear, into the confusion, into the aching places I try to hide. I give it all to you, Lord, because I trust you more than I trust my own understanding. I believe your word. I believe that when I pray, you hear me. That you don't just listen from a distance. You lean in close. You respond. You move. Your peace guards my heart and mind, just like you promised. So when I start to worry again, help me remember what's true. When anxiety creeps in, remind me that you're bigger than the storm. When sleep feels far away, whisper your promises over me again. You are my healer, God, not just of my body, but of my soul. You see the places I've been hurt by others, by life, by my own mistakes. You see the scars I cover with smiles, and you don't rush past them. You touch them with compassion. You speak life into what feels broken. You rebuild what I thought was lost. Tonight I ask you to heal me. Not just the obvious things, but the things I've stopped talking about. The pain I've buried. The wounds that still sting when no one else is looking. Heal the disappointment, the fear, the shame, the regret. Heal the parts of me that forgot what it means to hope. Breathe life into what feels dead. Restore what has been stolen. Make me whole again. Because I believe in your power, Lord. I've seen what you can do. I've seen you move in ways that made no sense. I've seen you show up when I least expected it. And I believe you'll do it again, even now, even as I sleep. I don't have to see it to trust you. I don't have to feel it to know you're working. So I rest in that tonight, in your presence, in your love, in the truth that you are with me, you are for me, and you never let go. Father, I come to you not as someone who has it all together, but as someone in need of your healing, your mercy, your presence. You see every wound, every silent cry, every ache that I try to push down. And you don't turn away. You draw near. You touch the broken places that no one else understands. You speak healing into the pain I've carried for too long. You are the God who restores what seems too far gone. Nothing is beyond your reach. Tonight I lay it all before you. The physical pain I've grown used to. The emotional scars I don't talk about. The spiritual exhaustion that makes it hard to even lift my eyes. Lord, you know how to reach places that doctors and counselors can't. You are the one who knit me together. You know every fiber of who I am, and you know exactly what I need, even before I can find the words to ask. I believe in the healing that flows from your hands. I believe that when I invite you into the brokenness, you don't just patch it up, you make it new. You don't offer temporary relief. You offer full restoration. And sometimes healing doesn't look like what I expect. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's silent, but I trust that when I pray, something shifts. Maybe not right away on the outside, but deep inside I feel you move. Heal my heart, Lord, where bitterness has taken root. Heal my mind where anxiety has planted lies. Heal my body where pain has lingered longer than I thought it would. And even if you don't take it away in this moment, help me rest in the truth that you are still with me, that your grace is sufficient, that you are doing more than I can see. I don't want to carry pain into my sleep. I don't want to toss and turn with questions I can't answer. I want to rest in the assurance that the same God who raised the dead, who opened blind eyes, who calmed every storm, that same God is watching over me tonight. You are not distant. You are not indifferent. You are healer. You are near. And you are good. As I prepare to sleep, I want to declare your promises over this night. Not just recite them, but believe them with every fiber of my being, because your promises aren't empty words. They are alive. They hold power. They change atmospheres. So right here, in the quiet of this room, I speak them out loud. I speak them into the darkness. I speak them into every worry, every fear, every unknown. You said you give sleep to those you love, and I am loved by you. You said you are my refuge, my strong tower, my hiding place. I believe that. I hold on to that. You said you'd never leave me nor forsake me, and I remind my soul of that truth tonight. You said that no weapon formed against me would prosper, and I choose to believe you over every fear that whispers otherwise. Your word isn't just for church on Sundays, it's for this moment. For these nights when the world feels heavy. For the times when I feel small and uncertain. Your promises are the anchor I hold on to when everything else feels like shifting sand. So I speak them, not to remind you, but to remind myself, because you never forget. But I do. I forget how faithful you've been. I forget how present you are. I forget how powerful your promises still are. Tonight, I don't want fear to have the final say. I don't want anxiety to write the last chapter of my day. I want your word to be the loudest voice in my mind. I want to fall asleep wrapped in truth, the truth that you are in control, that you are good, that you are for me, and that you will carry me through whatever comes next. And when the silence of night tries to make me doubt, when the shadows feel longer than the light, help me to speak your truth again and again. Help me to remember that the same God who spoke the stars into existence is speaking peace over me now. I don't have to fear the dark, because the light of the world is with me. Your word is alive, God. It's not just black ink on white pages. It's breath. It's power. It's comfort. It's a weapon against every lie of the enemy. So I cling to it tonight. I hide it in my heart. I speak it into my room. I let it wash over every corner of my mind, and I rest, knowing that you are watching over me, not with judgment but with love, not with distance but with closeness. You are here, you are near, and I am safe. Lord, as I quiet my heart before you tonight, I bring you what I cannot hold anymore, my attempts to plan it all out, to anticipate what tomorrow may bring, to control what was never mine to carry. You never asked me to figure it all out. You never placed the weight of the world on my shoulders, yet somehow I pick it up again and again. I run through scenarios. I try to protect myself by predicting every outcome, but it only wears me down. It only robs me of the peace you've promised. You said, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." And yet, God, I confess, I've struggled to obey that. I think that if I can just prepare enough, plan enough, worry enough, maybe I can avoid the unknown. But the truth is, only you know what's coming. Only you know the future I can't see, and that's not meant to scare me. It's meant to free me. I don't have to know everything. I just have to know you. So I place tomorrow in your hands. The things I've been dreading, the conversations I can't avoid, the responsibilities waiting for me when I wake. I lay them down, one by one. I trust that the same God who walked with me through today will walk with me through tomorrow. I won't wake up alone. I won't face the unknown by myself. You are already there, already working, already providing, already making a way. Teach me to let go, Lord. Teach me to rest in the fact that you are sovereign, that you are kind, that you see farther than I ever could. Remind me that surrender isn't weakness, it's worship. That when I release my plans to you, I'm making room for your better way. So even as I sleep, be at work in the background of my life. Move where I cannot, speak where I am silent, guard what I cannot see. And in this quiet hour, Holy Spirit, I welcome you into the corners of my soul that still feel unsettled, into the thoughts I've hidden even from myself, into the places where I need your gentle presence more than I realize. You are not just a comforter. You are my counselor, my advocate, my strength, when I have none left. When words fail, you intercede for me with groanings too deep for words. You understand what I cannot express. You speak the language of my heart. So breathe over me tonight. Fill the room with peace that cannot be explained. Wrap your presence around me like a blanket. Minister to the deepest parts of me while I sleep. Remind me, even in my dreams, that I am not alone, that I am known, that I am held. Let every restless corner of my heart be stilled by the nearness of you. God, I know there are battles I can't see. There are things happening in the spiritual realm that I'm not aware of, but you are. And I trust that while I sleep, you are fighting for me. You are silencing every lie. You are releasing healing, whispering truth, renewing strength. Even when I'm not conscious of it, your spirit is at work within me, and there is no safer place to be than under the shadow of your wings. Let this night not just be restful, but holy. Let it be a time where you do what only you can do, where you rebuild what life tried to tear down, where you pour out peace like oil over my weary soul, where you prepare me gently, lovingly, for the new mercies waiting for me at sunrise. Lord, help me make this kind of prayer a rhythm in my life, not a rare moment. Help me leave behind the days of crawling into bed with a heavy heart and no peace. I want my last thought every night to be of you. I want my children, my family, anyone who watches my life to see what it looks like to trust you at the end of the day. Because this isn't just about me, it's about the legacy I leave behind. Let it be known in my home, in my bloodline, in the generations to come, that I was someone who turned to you first and last, that I was someone who believed in the power of night prayer, not out of fear, but out of faith, that I found peace not in answers but in your presence, that I found healing not from striving but from surrender. Even now, I pray for those who will come after me, for sons, daughters, grandchildren, that they would see my life and know that peace is possible, that they would learn to bring their fears to you instead of burying them, that they would know you as their healer, their peace, their Father who never sleeps. Let my prayers echo through their lives. Let the seeds I sow in faith tonight grow into trees of righteousness in their future. And so, Lord, I close this day not with fear, not with worry, not with regret, but with gratitude. Thank you for this sacred time. Thank you for listening to me when no one else sees or hears. Thank you for loving me on the days I don't feel lovable. Thank you for not growing tired of my tears or my questions. You've been faithful again. You've stayed close again. You've never left, not for a moment. I breathe in your peace now. I let it sink in. I let it cover me from head to toe. I trust you with the things I can't change. I praise you for the victories I haven't seen yet. I believe you're working even while I sleep, and I rest, truly rest, in the arms of the one who holds all things together. Good night, Lord. I love you, I trust you, and I give it all to you again.